Alright there. Your old mate Yorker here. Once again taking you to Crusader King 3 and the lands of Cunye, where we have a new king on the throne. King Mrabon of Cunye. It's honestly not that great, but he's good at diplomacy. I'll give him that. Not very good at anything else, unfortunately, but he's good at diplomacy. Yeah, well. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Saucy readings. Lately, I can't help but notice the gaggles and giggling maidens and usually austere warriors, having in dark alcoves to listen enraptured to a book. Today I finally cornered Chenson with the book in his hands. It's clearly a licentious text, filled to the brim with sensuous temptations, earthly seductions and subtle bosoms. I'm silent while I ponder the probable reaction of Banchempo Cho, and Shenson stares at me in apprehension. You know, just make it disappear. I'll pretend I saw nothing. That's a good move, my king. A good move. Actually, yeah, you really need more power, my liege. You really kind of do at this point. Ooh. Oh no, because they're way too powerful. Maybe not. That's subjugate though. They're also not too powerful. By war. Oh, it's a kingdom level, is it? It's not a kingdom level. That we cannot. Alright. Old court, yep, you might as well do that, my king. Let's see who's petitioning you straight off. Anchoring for Yeshi Yeltsin. The doors are open. They're cast open by Chief Des Bananera and Mayor Yitzami, following close behind. Bananera points rearward. This sycophant, Yeshi Yeltsin, visiting Yima on the slightest pretense to catch a glimpse of him. Set her straight. It's true, Yitzami admits plaintively. He's been haunting my dreams for weeks. Please, my liege, I don't know what I'll do without him. I think Gitsame will have him, don't you? That's a good move, my liege. The woman who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner. My lord, she begins to speak, I represent the local community of Kozaloma. In the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with the disappearance of bodies. All have been dug up and left no trace. At first we feared wild animals or obscure powers at work. But then your own court physician, Geridari, was caught red-handed hauling the dead away for his experiments. Geridari, just tell him to cut it off, my liege. Just tell him to cut it off. I don't mean their heads. That might have been a break. Amid all the supplicants, Ching, who I thought was a prisoner in the house, on house arrest, somehow appears before my throne. King Mrabon, surely the food served to me in my prison room is of far worse standard than what you would serve a respected guest. Or is this truly the best your cooks can do? I should like veal cutlets for my dinner. Are you insane? You're a prisoner. Kendra, my champion, runs into the room panting. My apologies, my lord. I was guarding him. He was so charming, he jumped me into letting him out. Well, you know what? If he's that charming, why don't you just give him the finest meal ever? And since he's your friend, you should probably Go to the prisoners tab. And convert him. Here you are, my lord. Well done. Now, what is your family looking like, my liege? My dear friend, I have no choice but to accept your conditions. Right. You have no children, my lord. Your sister is your heir. Which would be okay. But you'd be better off if you could have some children, wouldn't you? We'll get mating. To council position, a spy master. You don't have a great spy master. They'll do. When military power is down, you're swaying her. Religious convictions. I've got an idea in my attempts to align Kidigi with my own interests. With the right arguments, I'm able to convince her that I am acting not merely in my own interest, but in the interest of the ultimate cause himself. You can make a very convincing argument, I'm sure of it. Why don't you try that? And she's all through your efforts. That's very unfortunate, my lord. Right, a parent's grief. One of my servants recently experienced a personal tragedy. Their beloved child died from illness. The servant is, of course, now in mourning. A look of utmost grief on their often tear-stained face. All the other servants, and even a few members of my court, are doing their best to comfort this servant of mine. Well, perhaps I should offer at least a few words of comfort as well. That might not be a bad move, my liege. Let's see. Would you be that kind of person? Yes, you're compassionate. Yes, give them a couple of weeks off to recover. I think that's a good thing. You are compassionate, they'll appreciate that. Declaration of love. I'm walking the gardens with some of the lords at court when I noticed Ngabo's upper of Nagarthe approaching. I stepped aside to let her pass, but to my great surprise she blocked my path and kneeled before me. Before I have time to properly process the turn of events, Ngabo's upper begins to sing. I quickly recognise the tune. It's the famous Sumper love ballad. I have heard it performed countless times, but never with such skill and passion. The intense emotions of the song are mirrored in Zoppa's gaze, which is set on me. He does not look away for a single heartbeat. You could take her as a concubine. It might be a good idea. So let her, yes, I'm sure you did find it flattering, my lord, and we should admit it. Right. Strange noise. I arrived back at my stronghold after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born on this day 36 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. But it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife, Tsering, or any of my friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet, when I hear a clang and hushed whispers from down the hallway. My lord, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm sorry you're so sad. Happy birthday! What a surprise! All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me well as I begin the next year of my life. There was even an entire table laden with candied figs. My favourite. Here I was thinking that everyone had forgotten all about me. You were wrong, my lord. I cannot believe that Sering went to all the trouble of arranging this in secret. I had not a clue of such a thoughtful surprise was being planned at all. My friend Bananera approached me, struggling to carry 3 beautifully wrapped packages. Every the trickster, she says, I have 3 gifts for the choosing. One will be yours, but which shall it be? Make a small gift. Brooch. You've got a diplomacy perk. Take the flasher perk, my lord. Now, let's see what we have here, shall we? Worm on a string. Oh, hang on. Worm on a string. Mrabon brooch. All good. 0.2 prestige, spouse opinion +5. Faction -10, child opinion +5. All good, my lord. You're doing well. Not perfectly. Negotiate alliance. Yes. My chiefess Bananera. Isn't that who they... What? No, it's Kiyadagi. The sister. Pregnancy smiles upon me. My wife, Queen Sering, is bearing a child. Wait to hold the baby in my arms. Indeed, my lord. Well done. Unpleasant pleasantries. When I sent out invitations to a dance, I was looking forward to an evening of good company and frivolous fun. Instead, I have found myself stuck in a dreadful conversation with my steward, High Chieftain Mengo. Good evening, beats a familiar voice. Gammo's up and joins the conversation. She is an active listener, an attentive listener, and soon Mengo's attention is fully upon her. I am free to escape. What are we doing on... oh, we're fine on stress. Yes, I think you should stay, my lord. I think you can put up with boredom, but useful and even if unpleasant lesson in diplomacy. And you have a diplomacy perk. Trappings of majesty, my lord. What's this? I stand above the subjects as a sovereign ruler, unequalled in the realm. Fitting the part. You don't need to worry about that, my lord. You're fine. Friendly council. No longer your antiquarian. For the handsome King Mrabon of Kunyi, I've been corresponding with your Chancellor, High Chieftain Lockring, and I must say I have come to see you in a new light. Perhaps you are even someone that I would one day be proud to call friend. Well done, Lockring. I'm getting my king some allies. Is it love? I can scarce remember what my life was like before Zopper declared her love for me. I am flattered, but also overwhelmed by her attentions. I find myself longing for some peace and quiet, and I cannot help but worry, would I be throwing away my only prospect of true love? Not be right, can it? Give her a kiss, she'll be happy. Intruder, crash. Where am I? What's going on? I peer into the darkness. My eyes adjusting, Sangbo Bumtree. There is someone outside by my bedroom window. I scramble out of bed, reaching for the dagger on the nightstand. The intruder grabs my arm, tugs, and I spin around, sinking the blade deep into her stomach. She looks at me for an endlessly long moment, her lips moving without a sound. Then she falls to the ground. Mrabon, are you all right? By the window stands none other than Nagamo's upper, blade in hand, ready to defend me. I throw myself into her arms, and she holds me tight. Share a kiss, my lord. I think being there to save your life, even though you managed it yourself, he's earned it, don't you? Not the first time I have heard talk of the great servant Tigralies, and now High Chiefess Bananera has sent him to my court. He presents himself as a token of friendship between Bananera and myself. What is he like? He's actually not bad. Welcome to my service, Tigrali. New heir, your newborn daughter is your player heir. With a tired yet blissful smile, Sering presents me with a perfect little daughter. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would be I think Torma sounds a beautiful name, don't you? Grow to be strong and wise. Cradled by sickness, all babies cry, but with little Torma, there's no end to the tears. I desperately want the midwife to ease my worries, but her furrowed brow makes everything worse. The little lady is not gaining weight as she should. We will take good care of her, my lord. But in the end, her life is in EA's hands. Comfort her, my lord. This will not be good if you lose her. Your wife is aging some, and you have only her as an heir. At least in direct lineage. The map. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lady in pearls and silk. Apparently he drew a map of the local hills for an unknown noblewoman. The spies think the lady must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. Yes, you should be thankful for bringing it to your attention. It's a good thing. Mental break, dark thoughts. Uh-oh. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All my sins, my flaws, my failings, these dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to the mental anguish. What could possibly help? My lord, none of us are perfect. Relax, you daft bugger. And you certainly can't afford the money, can you? I think, perhaps, my lord, you should have a couple of drinks and just relax, you know? Didn't say be coming from good now, did I? My chieftain summed up is no longer your master of horse. On in the night. I'm jarred awake by a hard knock at my door. My king! Let me just see what that was. I will be right back. I am jarred awake by a hard knock on the door. My king, the guard has been found dead. Your brother-in-law is missing. I'm out bed yelling orders. I pull on my clothes. This is not good. The search goes on for hours. It's not until noon they uncover a signed letter from High Chief Samdup. The handwriting is unmistakably his. Brother-in-law, I've left to marry the love of my life, your sister and friend, High Chiefess Baninera. All I want is to be happy. Well, good luck to you, mate. I hope it works out for you. Well said, my lord. Now, you need a new marshal. They're not so good, but they are a vassal. I think it's worth your while using them. Get that. Mrabon needs to join. Have faith over here. All good. You're being raided, my lord. That's not good, is it? You're probably not being raided, actually, anyway. And all. Glory is widely known, lost any opinion of you. Onion gift. One of my servants came back today after visiting a cousin arriving in town some distance away. Cousin had kindly offered some precious onions as a gift. Well, that's good, my lord. Right. Let's see what we have. Not employing a court physician. You'll do. Low counter control which can be worked on. Successor needs appointing. You'll do. Family members can get married. You may negotiate an alliance with your uncle-in-law. I think you should at least pardon Bananera. She's your half sister, of course. Father Goyo, grant a pardon to him too, why don't you? Alliance formed, honoured by your request. Good. Gomo Kabozo's friendship. While her numerous attempts to cut in my favour have not gone unnoticed, I cannot help but feel irritated. Why are you irritated? You know she has a certain charm, just deal with it. New diplomacy skill. Second foundations. Each living child gives you +1 random skill point. Yeah, you don't have a lot of kids, that's not that useful to you, to be honest, but never mind. It's a thing, all the same. And here we have an incident. Feeling youthful, my wise father pottered around court aimlessly each day, making clear his yearning for a purpose I'm too busy to provide. Today, he finally corners me. Oh, there you are, Mrabon. To me, you are still my little boy, you know. Let me take some of the burden off your shoulders. There's so much I can still teach you. My entourage do their best to find something else to look at, but it only worsens my embarrassment. Son, what's the matter? Don't you care for your old pa? All I've done for you. Give him a job of some kind, it'll be fine. Right, pause that. Dear Daddy. Megrid. Aquarium. It would be poor, but it's there. Give it to him. That's fine. And so you've given him a job. That should be fine. That should cheer him up. Child of my dynasty, my sister Kiadigi has given birth to a son. Sembote is fine. You are only distinguished. I thought you were up to a 3rd level of fame. My lord, do you think it's possibly time to think about a conquest? It's not less than... Oh! Hang on. Okay, I understand, I think. You could subjugate him, which would be a thing. Or Amdo. You to conquer Dutch? No, you're not powerful enough by any means. You're not powerful enough there, are you, my lord? You can't do it because you are not well enough. You're not prestigious enough, my lord. But yes, you could expand by subjugating him. And he doesn't like you all that much, to be honest. And he has no allies. He's currently in a war, just for a county. Say conquest of counts here. So they're actually attacking someone, not being attacked. And they're losing. My lord, take advantage of the opportunity. I'm not afforded, my lord. You'll have to wait. Decision to hold the court. Bring them forward, my lord. Gesture for the first. An unusual case has reached my court. 2 women claim that a baby boy is theirs. None of the villagers can stand as witnesses, saying that it's as if the child appeared out of thin air. No one knows that the women were expecting or adopting nothing. The mystery has captivated the people, and while we may never know how this happened, you must resolve this conundrum, my lord. What decision should you make for the future of the child? I don't suggest you anger all the women around you, my lord. That would not be a good move. Do that, your sister loses opinion of you. If you do that, one of the your sisters is going to dislike you. But you can easily afford to lose a little opinion with Kiadige, my lord. So there you are. The Ravagers of Peace. The next petitioner is an extremely angry chieftain, Siba Ogakon, with the briefest of deference shown. Chieftain Siba relays that some of my knights, led by Guyuk, have passed through. Oh, your knights are on the rampage again. Your mother had the same problem. Yeah, I suggest they return the plunder. Which is used to restore the county. A child of the court, I am faced with Dunlan Namra's sad eyes, which grow larger and more pitiful as his uncle Guyuk gently ushers him towards my throne. King Helimant, the boy has been at Benanera's court with no one to watch over him since the death of his mama. Please look to his future. You could raise him. That would be a good choice. Or if your hands are full, you could give him over to a different home. I think, why don't you raise him, my lord? And there you are. I would like to petition you in your wisdom to consider my claim for the chiefdom of Norring. It is not right that Chieftain Lupin should sit safely as a usurper in this castle, mocking my dynasty's birthright. Please, my lord, support your local vassal by taking up arms, if it will not recognise my claim willingly. He's a vassal, and he's got a duchy and a county title. He's a champion. Now, Lapon he only has a county title. You might... Yes, you are. You're my chancellor, aren't you? No, you're my steward, sorry. Let me just say when the time is right. No longer my royal architect. Oh dear. The family craft. I'm just finishing up the day's business in my council chambers when my wife, Queen Sering, saunters in with her brother, Chepler, eagerly at her heels. I put down the ledger I was just reading, knowing no good can come from this unexpected visit. Sering hesitantly remarks upon the room's furnishings. Don't these bare stone walls drive you the least bit mad? I know exactly what this room needs. Tapestries. You don't have the money for it, my lord. You don't have the money for it. Unfortunately, I think it sounds a beautiful idea, but you don't have the money for it, fool. Give it to one of your people, my lord. Expectations, you're always there for me, and I hope that you know I'm always grateful. If you don't approach me in a state of a rare moment of contemplation. And that's what it is to be a guardian, isn't it, my lord? You know that. A rule in the making. There is no end to the opinions and wants of my daughter and Torma. Half of the time she's trying to tell me what to do instead of the other way around. Formidable and aggressive. Fine line to walk. Just be careful, daughter. Don't overstep the line with your father. You wouldn't like the consequences. The weakness that has plagued my daughter since her birth has finally released its hold on her. Relief washes over me as I see Torma running around with all the other children. Good, she's lost the trait sickly. Good, 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 my lord. She's not your heir, so go ahead. And that forms an alliance for you, my lord. There are no factions against you. Well done in getting rid of that, my lord. Right, realm. I think you can do that, my lord. And that will be that. Well, my lord, I think you've made good progress at the start of your reign. And I will join you next time, my lord. And why don't you join me as well as we guide King Mrabon through his regency, or his rulership. For now, if you want to help the channel grow, hit the like, comment and subscribe. Stay safe, sane and consensual.